Hi, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. This is Eileen with your June 2019 Psychic Tarot card reading. And now, typically, I do the individual readings for each sign every month, or I try to get them all done. Sometimes I just get really busy and I can't get them all done, but typically, that's what I'm always aiming for, is to do each individual sign's reading. This month for June, I've just been so busy recently that I managed to do the first four, and then after that, we were getting into June, so I decided just to do the groupings. So I've already done the earth signs, fire signs, the air signs, and now I'm doing the water signs. So the Cancer video, however, is done for June. So if you haven't seen that one yet, you might want to take a look and listen to that one. And then also watch this one, because you could be also getting messages and insights that pertain to you in this reading as well. And so now this is a general reading, as all of them are. So some cards may resonate with you, while other cards may resonate with others. So keep that in mind when you're watching the video. And you're starting the month of June with the Eight of Wands card. And the Eight of Wands, the wands do relate to the fire signs, and they relate to action, work, career, movement, progress. And what this is telling me is that for a number of you water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, that if things have been going kind of slowly, maybe in your career, or even in some other area of your life, maybe some of you have been wanting to relocate, to move to a new place, and waiting, and everything seemed to be kind of in a lull. You may find that all of a sudden something just happens where you have to move quickly because everything just starts moving forward. The same with work. If some of you were waiting on perhaps a transfer or a promotion, or maybe a new job. Maybe some of you have been applying for new jobs and things seem to be kind of quiet and not moving along too quickly. And then all of a sudden you might get the green light that it's time to go, that you got offered a job, or you're getting that transfer. And I am getting for some of you that you may be relocating with regard to your work. Now, also the Eight of Wands has to do with travel, especially travel by air. So some of you may be flying somewhere in the month of June too, maybe taking a vacation or some kind of business travel or whatever. Traveling with family, I'm just getting that. So some of you may be traveling by air with family. I'm getting between countries, from one country to another, continents, across different continents, getting for some people. I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. But this is a good card. This means action, progress, movement, forward movement. So if some of you have felt like things just got stuck and they weren't moving along and you were waiting and getting discouraged, then you could be finding this month that all of a sudden things just start moving forward for you. So this is a good news card here. But I guess my advice would be to be prepared. Like if you've been looking for a place to live and you hadn't found the right place for you, all of a sudden the right one might open up. You got to be prepared to act quickly. Same thing if all of a sudden you're going to get that transfer with your job, or the new job, and it requires movement somewhere, or just a whole change of pace. So be prepared. Don't get so discouraged if things are going slow that you think nothing's going to happen. Be as much prepared as you can to just get on your feet and get moving quickly. Next card we have is the Judgment card. And this is a major arcana destiny card, the Judgment card. This is about karma. It's like what you put out there into the world, you get back. So for a lot of you water signs, the Pisces, Scorpios, Cancer, I'm feeling big time. A number of you have really given a lot of yourselves, like from your heart, given. And maybe to people in your lives, whether it's in your family or relationships or at work or whatever. And you have felt, I'm feeling like for some of you, you felt like you haven't really been appreciated for all that you've given, all that you've put out there. And so the Judgment card is saying, if you've been living a good life, you've been putting a lot of good things out there, and somehow life hasn't been as fair to you as you thought it should be, the Judgment card is saying, hey, things are going to swing back in your favor. You're going to be getting something. You will get your rewards that are due you. And I mean, it's the same thing. If people have been putting out something bad, then they're going to have bad coming back to them like a boomerang, too. But I am feeling that some of you water signs really feel, and I might just be tuning in for a handful of people, I'm not sure. But within the community of the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancers, I'm feeling that a number of you have had, how do I want to say this? Maybe you didn't get hurt really bad, but you feel kind of sensitive because you know you've given out a lot to the people in your lives, whether it's in your family, your friends, your business, your work, whatever it is, you've had a generous heart. You've done a lot. Maybe it's in the way you work. You may not always be just lavishing praise and doing all these outward things. Maybe you just work to get things taken care of for people, okay? Maybe you're kind of working behind the scenes and getting things done and making life a little smoother for those people in your life, whether it's your family or people at work, and have felt like you've been kind of in the shadows and not appreciated. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that now. I might just be tuning in for a few people or a handful of people. But this judgment card is telling me that nothing goes overlooked in the big scheme of things. Your family or your people at work or whoever may not, they may be too busy with their own lives to be paying a lot of attention and just taking for granted all you do. But the universe, God, your guardian angels, somebody's looking, something, it all balances out, okay? Karma, what you put out, you get back. So it doesn't matter who you believe in or what you believe. It's, that's just how it works. You are going to get rewarded. Something is going to be made more balanced for you. This is a major arcana card. This is a really good message here. And that's what I was getting. I don't usually get those specifics, but I just tell people whatever I'm getting at the moment. So that's meant for someone. I feel like that's more than one person. I feel like this message that was coming to me, that's for more than one person. That's maybe a handful or more of you. But anyway, it's a good news card. Next card we have is the Four of Swords. Actually, this ties in with what I was just saying. The Four of Swords is saying a lot of you may need to rest in June. Catch up on your rest. You've been working hard. You've been out there at battle. You need to put down your sword, catch up on your sleep, get some rest, take a little long weekend, or if you can get a vacation, or even if you just relax at home and catch up on sleep and reading books and watching TV or whatever you feel like doing. And this judgment card, when I was saying, I feel like some of you maybe do a lot of work behind the scenes and you're not being rewarded. It's almost like this Four of Swords coming up behind it, like, hey, you need to give yourself a break too, while you're waiting for the universe to kick in and really reward you for all your hard work and all your dedication that you have. And then the next card we have is the Ace of Cups. And the cups do relate to the water sign. So this is one of your cards here. Of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Ace of Cups is talking about a number of you having someone very special enter your life in June or thereabouts. If it's not June, then maybe in July or something, maybe even August. I don't know. I'm getting a strong energy here of love, of people who belong together. That's what I'm getting. That I believe in reincarnation. I feel like for a number of you, there was someone you were in a previous lifetime that you were with, and it was a strong love relationship. You're supposed to cross paths again in this lifetime. I feel like for a number of you, it's the right timing, and everything is about timing. Because everybody's got to go through certain things in their lives, certain relationships and experiences and whatever. We can't always have the timing the way we would like it to be. I mean, if all of us had our way, we'd have everything fall into place as early as possible and not have to go through all the trials and tribulations and whatever of life. But that's just the way life is. So if it's your time, for a number of you water signs, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, you're going to cross paths with the right person for you. I am feeling that those of you who have this energy around you in the month of June, the person is actually going to notice you, I believe, before you notice them. Maybe not in all cases. In some cases, maybe you had already spotted that person ahead of time, but you were not acting on it, okay? You were just kind of going about your life, and maybe this person caught your eye and you were thinking, well, that seems like an interesting person, or I wonder about them, kind of you might be curious about someone, but you don't really get to know them. That's a possibility. And then all of a sudden they're paying attention to you and honing in on you and looking at you and thinking, wait, this person is special to me. I need to get to know this person. And that's what I'm feeling, that for the most part, this person who you cross paths with, they're going to really focus in on you. They whatever they see of you, whatever they know about you initially, you're going to look like a good quality person. It's like they're just going to have this knowing inside of themselves that you are a very good quality person, not only on the outside but on the inside too. So they're very perceptive, very intuitive this way. This person has a very strong mind, is what I'm feeling like, and they're able to just kind of see inside of you, which is nice. I mean, really, if they have good intentions, it's nice. If they want to give you love and share their lives with you because they look inside of you and see what's in your heart and soul, and they know that you're good quality. So for a number of you, it's getting to be that time, okay? And don't get discouraged if it's not your time yet, because it's all about timing for everybody, we can't just say, okay, it's going to be my time next week. And I mean, some people might be so lucky to make such a statement and next week they go meet someone, but it's if it's the right time. That's what I'm getting here. A number of you are supposed to be crossing paths with that loved one that you're supposed to be with in this lifetime, and that would be a really strong, good, solid, committed love relationship. Next card we have, this is a great card, the Sun card. I love this. Now, this is another major arcana destiny card, and the sun is going to be shining its wonderful, warm energy and light on all of you, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, throughout the month of June and going forward. This is not limited to the month of June. This strong energy, with this being a major arcana card, this is about your life. That those of you who are paying attention, who are open and receptive to being healed, to being guided, to having the life you want, to follow your dreams, to start making your dreams come true. If you're open and receptive and willing to focus on your dreams, the sun is going to help you to succeed. The sun is going to shine light upon all of your endeavors and help you to and guide you to success. But you have to do your share too. It's not just going to drop $1 million in your lap. I don't think, unless you're very lucky and you go win a lottery or something. But otherwise, you really got to put your focus, your energy, your determination, your commitment into whatever it is you want. Believe in it. Start following your dream and going after your goals. Make your plans. The sun energy is here to help you, to really give you a boost that you need, so you're not carrying all the burden on your own. It's like you're being kind of like if you're at the beach and a big wave comes and pushes you, you want to go towards shore, and a big wave comes along and gives you a push towards the shore. It's like that with this sun energy to help push you along your path. So focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because you don't want the sun, you want that sun energy to really help you and your life. So make your plans, make your dreams, get a notebook, start making notes and writing down what you want for yourself. Make goals for a year from now, 2 years from now, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Start making your goals and just make them happy goals for you, whatever they are, something that's going to bring you to more of a prosperous, happy way of life. And you've got that great sun energy in your favor to help you achieve your goals. Next card we have is the Queen of Cups. This is one of your cards, water signs, the Cups. Queen of Cups. So a lot of you are going to be in the position of the Queen of Cups in the month of June. You might be feeling fairly prosperous and good and enjoying your living environment. having a nice home. I feel like a number of you have got your home the way you like it, so you're very comfortable. You have your own little luxuries, or maybe big luxuries, that you enjoy. You know you have a lot to be grateful for. You do have a lot of prosperity around you. I am feeling pregnancy for someone, that you're having a good life and you're pregnant, or you will, I don't know, I'm feeling pregnancy for someone, and you're feeling content and pleased and happy. But at the same time, you, let me see, there might be something more you want in your life still, though. It's like you have a little bit of a longing. It could be your mate, your loved one is away, might be out of town or traveling a lot, or that sort of thing too. I might be getting that for somebody. Now, for others of you, this Queen of Cups could be a person in your life in June. This could be a relative. It could be someone in your workplace. But whether you're in the place of the Queen of Cups or this is someone in your life, this person can be a little introspective at times, maybe quiet and introspective, just thinking about their lives and thinking about their plans for their future and where they've been and where they're going, and just kind of contemplating things, contemplating life, you know. But this is another really good energy card. This is good here. Next card we have is the Two of Wands. And the wands, again, they relate to the area of work, to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Two of Wands is talking about a number of you having choices to make in the month of June. These choices could relate to the area of work, since typically wands relate to work and career. Some of you may be trying to make a decision about staying with a company you're with already or taking a new job. Some of you might just be out looking and you have two different choices. That's what I'm feeling like for someone, that you've got two choices, but one of them, I'm getting one of them is more solid, and you can see and feel it's more solid. The other one, there's just something enticing about it. Like maybe it would involve travel, or maybe it would involve you moving to a different location that you're thinking maybe you would enjoy that, but you're not sure. I'm feeling like for the most part, the choices that you're going to be making, because some of these could be job related, some of it could even be relationships. I'm feeling like for some of you, you might be choosing between two different relationships, one with a person you've already been knowing and been around quite a bit, and another one might be somebody new. And I feel the new person might be a little bit younger for some reason. I don't know if that's one person I'm tuning in for. But I feel like the person you've already known, you're more comfortable with that person. You know about them, and you know what you have with that person, and you know they're a quality person. That's what I'm getting here. But in general, a number of you would just be making choices, and you'll be weighing your options. And I feel like for the most part, you're going to make pretty good choices, pretty good decisions, because the water signs are very intuitive. They're very psychic anyway. So you can listen to your intuition as well as your intellect when you're weighing your options, when you're looking at the practical matters. You can also be listening to your intuition. And that's always a good way to live your life. Like if you have a comfortable, smooth feeling about proceeding on something, that's a good sign. If you start getting a little uncomfortable feeling under your skin, that's usually a sign to stop, back up, re-examine that situation. You might be going down the wrong path. Okay, next card we have is the Eight of Swords. And the swords, the Eight of Swords is talking about some of you, I feel like a number of you are in some similar situation of this, where you're feeling restricted, you're worrying, you feel restricted, you're not sure what to do. See, she's got the blindfold over her eyes, she's got like a little chain draped from her around her wrist, but none of it's, you know, and the swords are not poking her, and the chain is not wrapped around tight. She can remove the chain, she can remove the blindfold. And the message of this card is to step back from whatever circumstances that you're in right now that are causing you a lot of stress, where you don't know what to do and you feel you're stuck in a situation. You need to step back, take off the blindfold, step back, look at it objectively, plus listen to your intuition and make good decisions for your life. But I do feel a number of you are in some version of this Eight of Swords energy. I feel for a number of you, it's got to do with relationships, to tell the truth. Some of it's got to do with people you thought were your friends, who you're feeling you can't trust. It's almost like they're acting kind of unfriendly or hostile toward you. For some of you, this could be at work. People at work are treating you like you're not one of them. You don't belong there or something of that nature. Some of you, it could be somewhere where you live. It could be some living arrangement or neighbors or something. Work situations. I am getting that with work situations for some of you. Some of you, it might be maybe you're married or you're involved with somebody and their family or friends are being very unfriendly towards you and treating you like you're an outsider. Because you're different from them. You're not like them. But I do feel the people who are giving, whoever this applies to, the people who are treating you like you're not welcome, you're not one of them, I feel like they're kind of tough, hardened kind of people. They're not loving people anyway. I don't feel like, and you know what? I don't feel like they're going to change an awful lot either. And I mean, this is how life typically will squeeze us out of some place, whether it's a work situation, a relationship, maybe a living arrangement, a place you're living. This is the way when you feel so uncomfortable, surrounded by whatever people that are making you feel so unwelcome and making you feel like somehow they're blaming you or like you're not worthy of being their friend or whatever. Whatever it is, this is life's way, the universe's way of squeezing you out. This is your message. These are your big red flags to get the heck out of there. So depending on your circumstances, you can't always get up and leave right there. You got to make plans. If it's a job, and you're unhappy and people are mistreating you like this, then you got to make your plans, just quietly make your plans. And when you've got something better to go to, then go. Some living arrangement, relationship, same thing. Because a lot of times you can't just walk away at that moment. You got to quietly make your plans. Okay. Because you can take your power back. That's the message of this card. Take back your power. Don't feel restricted. Don't let other people don't give your power away to other people. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Don't participate in that. Just say no. Next card we have is the Empress. This is another really good major arcana card. And the Empress is talking about a lot of you have planted your seeds and watched them grow to fruition and you're developing something. Oh, wait a minute. This can also relate to pregnancy. And I felt somebody was pregnant here with the Queen of Cups, and this can relate to pregnancy. So that's even confirming more. Somebody, or maybe more than just a one person, maybe a few people are pregnant around this time. So, and that's really nice. That feels good to me. So the Empress, though, this is telling me that a lot of you have been juggling things in your lives for a good while. You've worked hard. You've done well for yourselves. You're doing well in your job, your career. You're comfortable. You're living a comfortable life. And you do enjoy a certain amount of luxuries or little luxuries in your life. And you're enjoying your home, your work, your friends, family. And you're doing very good at balancing everything. You have a good routine where you manage to keep everything balanced. So you're not just being a workaholic. You've got a good mixture going on there. And a lot of people don't have a hard time having that. And so, but I feel like a number of you are doing it. You're working hard, you're achieving things in your work, but at the same time, you're enjoying your life. You're having your recreation, your free time, your relaxation, your, getting together with your friends or your family or whatever. And you're doing well at that. And it's like you're going to continue to do well. And I always recommend to everybody, if you're not feeling that you're in a prosperous place or that you're making progress like you want to, learn about the laws of attraction, because the law of attraction states that you should when you feel like you're already prosperous, you're achieving your goals, you're in charge of your own life, you know, you're not like you're being productive and proactive and you're making the progress you want for yourself. When you get that energy where you feel it and you radiate that out into the universe matches those conditions for you. So the universe will help to bring those conditions to you. But when you're feeling fearful and worrying, then you attract more things to be worried and fearful over. So don't just resist the urge whenever you start worrying. For me, whenever I get real worried, like something, I don't know how it's going to work out, and I'm worried about something, I turn that over to God and my guardian angels. If it's something that's out of my control, I always do my best for my share of whatever, and then I turn it over to God and my guardian angels, and I always just put my faith there, and somehow everything's always cushioned, you know. So that's what you have to have, that kind of faith that you're not going to live in a place of worry or fear or all that anxiety. Instead, you feel prosperous, feel successful, and always be listening to your inner guidance, your intuition, so you can get good guidance that will help you to bring about those good conditions and help bring about more success into your life. Last card we have is the Devil card. Another major arcana card, the Devil. Now, for some people, this may relate to things your own activities right now. Sometimes I always think when I look at this Devil card, I think of somebody who has a lot of bad habits. Either they're drinking too much or using drugs or not being honest and being dishonest or that sort of thing. So for some of you, you might be having habits that you need to stop. You know, maybe you drink too much or maybe you're using drugs or whatever. But for a lot of people, now also this can talk about, the Devil card can talk about wrong thinking, where you've got yourself tied up and restricted because you're having negative thoughts about your life. You don't expect anything good because you've had some difficult times. This card can represent that. You're in your own little self-imposed prison. And so the advice of, if it's that situation, is again, break free, give yourself permission to be free, and think happy, prosperous thoughts instead of all this worry and whatever. But also, when I see the Devil card, a lot of times this has to do with a person that's in someone's life, okay? Someone who's getting the reading. This represents a person who has bad habits. Maybe they drink a lot or use drugs or they lie and they're very insincere. I'm getting that for the most part for a number of you, that you have this Devil figure in your life as a person who's not being sincere or honest with you. That, and now they might be a sexy, fun kind of person to be with, but they're not being honest. They're just very self-centered, very selfish, in it for themselves, and they might spend some time with you and then move on to somebody else, and they can come across very sincere when they want to, and very intense and sincere, like you're the only one they want to be with. But in reality, they go on to the next person and put on the same little show with the next person just so they can get what they want. So this is somebody that you cannot trust or depend on. If one of you are already involved with this person and you're kind of familiar with how they live, but you're just staying with them, I mean, this person is not in any way interested in changing. They are going to go out and do what they want to do. So, you know, they might act like they're only with you and then turn around and they're out on a date with somebody else because they just like to have kicks, you know, they want to have fun. They're very self-centered, selfish, and, you know, they can be very possessive and territorial also. So like if you want to break up with them, all of a sudden they're acting like you belong to them. Or if you want to date other people too, no, you belong to them. So not a good person to have in your life is the bottom line there. Okay. Now, and again, this is a general reading, so some of these cards will relate to you and others would relate to others, okay? So just take the part that relates to you. And then, now this deck, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti that I've been using. And now I want to pick a card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. So magical mermaids and dolphins, what's your message for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June? And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. If you have done so already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Be sure and press the little notification bell too, so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs, though, too, for additional messages there. Okay, magical mermaids and dolphins. What's your message for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, what's your message for the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? Okay. I'll give them one more shuffle and I'll fan them out. Okay. All right, let me fan these out. Okay, what is your message for Pisces? Oh, I like this. This says Father Healing. Is that Neptune there? Well, let me get this. Wait a minute, it's not focused in right. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Father Healing. Why can't I get this focused in right? There it is. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. Okay, good message there. And next, what I want to do is pick one card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. So what's the message for the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer for June 2019. What's the message for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, June 2019. Okay, let me fan these out now. Okay. All right, this says celebrate differences. Now, this is number 3, so I'll look this up in the book. I love, love, love. Oh, that reminds me of a chamber nautilus right there, that seashell image. There is so much, there's a dolphin, unicorn, so many different images in here. Such detail. I just love these. Oh, and there's a mermaid there with a dolphin. These are just such gorgeous cards. I love them. Okay, let me look this one up in the booklet. Number 3, celebrate differences. Okay, let's see. Okay, celebrate differences. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite. Even within yourself, you have polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, light, dark. It is our differences that make us unique. We all come from the same collective and all have the light of the inner soul. The more we learn and grow in our thoughts and attitudes, the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. Take a moment to appreciate an individual for the qualities that they are sharing with you and find what learning can be gained from this situation. Well, that's a nice positive way of looking at things. Not always easy to follow that advice, but when somebody's got a completely different viewpoint than you do, but it's good advice. Okay. I'm sure there's different ways of interpreting that message, and I love the messages. They're really very, very valuable messages. and nature's whispers. Okay, last but not least, I'm picking one card from the Archangels deck, Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. So the Archangels, we're going to ask, what is the message for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? What's the message, Archangels, for the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer for June 2019? June 2019 for Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay, I'm going to give it one more shuffle and fan these out, and we'll see what message you have this time. Okay, this one says creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. This is good advice. It's always good to write things down, your dreams, your thoughts, your goals. Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Especially like for me, what you want for your life, where you want to be in the next couple of years, the next several years, different feelings, thoughts, plans, what makes you happy. You know, it's always good to write things down. When you do, you kind of make it more real, and you help to bring about the changes that you want for your life also. And sometimes writing things down can help you sort through things that are on your mind. Also, if you're trying to weigh things out, like make a decision between two different jobs or two different people or two different cities to live in or whatever, by writing down your thoughts about each one, it can help to give you a little more clarity also in that area. So that's good advice. I like that card. Okay, good. Well, I hope all of you water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, are pleased with your reading for June. And in the coming days, I will be starting on the individual readings again for each sign for the month of July. And so, and also I have a new pick a card video, so you can watch that one after this video if you like to, and see what your messages are there. And remember to be sure and check on your rising and moon signs, and also feel free to leave any comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So thank you for watching my video. Enjoy the rest of your June, and we'll talk again soon.